Clan-Destine Live, Episode 4. Welcome. Yeah, how are you out there in outer space? Where are we joining you from, right? Hopefully you're joining us. Don't forget to like, share, follow. What's up, Clan-Destine Live? Right. Special guest, Chris Kane Trio. What's up, Chris Kane?
We're here. Happy to be here.
Very honored to have you in the house. How you doing, Rhoda?
I'm doing all right. Thank you
Lady
so
Crow.
much for having us.
Definitely. How you doing, Crow? Everybody
we're
okay?
Here. We're in here.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You there? Down low, rhythm in the same
Ready
corner
for some
over
more
there. We put the
jam.
rhythm section in the corner over here. How's it going, Dave?
Yep, I'm awesome, man. I'm glad to be here, man. For sure.
Yeah, right on. Can you see Dez? I feel like I'm blocking him out.
Oops.
You know, because I'm so massive and stuff.
It's hard to see past your ego, bro.
It's hard to see past my ego, bro. Right on. I won't argue with that. Heck, man. We're at Clan-Destine Live, man. I can do whatever I want, man.
Yeah.
It's my ego.
Got a big head. I can't get any camera time.
I could have been a newscaster, right?
Yeah,
Could have been an anchorman.
I kind of got
Yeah,
hypnotized too a little bit. You know?
Well, we're going to have a good show tonight. Man, it's been a good run so far. Episode 4. Amazing, right? Clan-Destine Live, starring Clan-Destine, the ladies of Auric Medicine. Right?
All
Are you
right,
feeling good
man.
tonight, too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Out here, we've got the drum, of course, our family member. Good to be here. And we have a lot of history with the Chris Kane Trio, brand new group, but there's a lot of roots in there. And we
Yep.
go back a long way, and
Long
we'll tell
ways, huh?
a little bit about that story. It's the true history of native rock, native music comes in that bloodline here, with this trio. So,
Yeah.
if you're out there and if you've ever listened to native rock, native blues, native country, you've probably heard some licks that are coming from this family here. I'm sure you have, if you've
Yeah.
ever heard true native music, so, and we'll get to that. And last week you saw some of Dave's art, just a little portion of it. I got a lot of people that asked me, man, I really wanted to see more of such and such, like the patina.
I know.
A lot of people wanting to see more of the rock sculptures, too. I just had one little picture in there.
Yeah.
We got off on, I think we talked about just one sculpture, so we'll have to do a whole show about the latest sculpture coming up.
I know that actually is a very beautiful story. Actually, that patina. Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. So.
Very beautiful. Yeah, it is. It's an amazing creation. And as we've moved forward and we've, developed the show and found a way to communicate, we're definitely staying true to what we're doing, the intent. And the intent is just sending out positive energy. You'll see our Facebook. You'll see, definitely, don't forget to follow, like, and share. I can't say that enough. We've had quite a few followers and quite a few viewers as we've done the episodes. We had the first episode was at Ultra Star. We had a great time out there judging the karaoke, and I'm sure we'll be back there soon. We've talked about Dave's art, right?
Yep.
We're also going to cut to the interview and continue the Let's Be Humans interview, I'll call it, because it was in front of John's bus over there. And we haven't got to John Sosie's story with Walking the Healing Path, really. We just kind of touched on it. So we'll continue on that tonight. That's just a continuation. We'll also be showing Bob Candelaria of WGA. And so you can look
by
forward
the way,
to that.
happy birthday, Bob.
Yeah, right.
Happy birthday, Bob.
All right. Happy birthday. Yeah, I have a special thing for you later on the birthday thing. So, cat's out of the bag.
Uh-oh.
He's my younger brother, right? Or is he my older brother?
I don't know. Younger,
We're
older
twins.
brother. Yeah.
That's it.
We're talking about you, Bob.
Yeah.
And since we're live too, I just got to say I wanted to send out a special mention to my nephew, and I've got to give a huge special mention, man. Strong guy. In the year of 2017, he was the one guy that survived being hit by a train a couple weeks ago. We're very worried. He's still recovering, but he's actually out of it. Out of 21 people, he's the one guy that survived in Flagstaff, Arizona. So he can tell us, and man, I can never be as tough as he is, I guess, because he can say, man, I got hit by a train, man. Survived it. So.
Yeah, he got in a motorcycle wreck, though.
Yeah, well, that's nothing compared to that, but much love to you, nephew, we'll send that out to you, and hopefully you're feeling good in moments, and listen to our music a little bit. Hopefully everybody's bringing you enough media and entertainment, reading to you. Man, you can be spoiled right now. I'll tell you that right now. Demand some stuff, but much love to your healing. You know, it's all good. I was there before, and I know it's not an easy path. So reach out, you know. Clandestine Live is about that. It's about being positive, being real, and keeping it real. And as a human, sometimes, I don't know, I fail at that sometimes too. You know, I try to keep it real, but I don't know. Sometimes I want to be just cooler than I
The whole band back
think
here.
I can be. Right?
Keeping it pretty real back here, man.
Are you keeping
I'm
it
just
real, man?
just telling you right now.
Just being real.
All this realness is just
If
following
we're
up
being real,
this-
we're just keeping it real.
I saw some cool stuff in the media, and it's, you know how media is these days, stories that are published and so forth, they have to make ratings and money, so maybe this one didn't make a lot of ratings, but I saw a really cool thing about energy. Tesla, I guess, saved Puerto Rico. He went and just launched his batteries out there, these batteries, and he's building their energy grid back up, and it's interesting that that's not a huge media event, because there was no lights. They went into the dark over there due to nature.
For
you know?
3 months, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, 3 months.
Some places are still out, aren't they?
Right. So I was just listening to a podcast that they were talking about how Tesla took his stuff down there. He was supposed to ship these out to people that had already purchased them, apparently, that they wanted backup energy for their homes, etc. And he decided to postpone the shipment and just send these things and help people. You know, to me in this day and age, that's news, man. To me, and I wanted to talk about that because, man, that's energy.
That's real, yeah.
You know, you guys coming from our hometown, White River, you know, I know that could save a community like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
For
What's
real,
up,
man.
Tesla? Man, give me a call, dude. Hit me up.
Hit us up,
Thumbs
bro.
up to you.
Eli.
Which
right?
one's Tesla?
Which one are you? Which one are you?
Which one of you's Tesla?
Eli Tesla?
Eli.
I think it's cool though, but when you also look at the aspect of the positive energy that it generates as well, the spiritual on a level, because everybody feels good when they do something good, and then it inspires other people to do other good things. And so acts like that, where you have to make a tough choice, but you make a choice, and you know, to help people out, that generates in itself positive energy. That just, we were talking about it a while ago. It's like a virus. You can put out the negative and it'll generate that negative, and it affects everybody who even reads something that you have to say that's negative. Or you can generate everything in a positive light by doing things like that. It inspires other people, and it always moves one or two people, which is really cool because that's just enough, you know.
Yeah, completely. And that's an amazing way to put it. Yeah, sum that up, because the energy is real. I always tell myself that, you know. Well, you know, we do have to comment. Everybody's kind of whispering. I got a text too. What's this text?
Well, there it is. Yeah.
Man, I've got to call this out. Is there a spotlight, man? Is there a drum roll or something? Oh, man. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen,
Once in a lifetime event.
once in a lifetime event. You can witness this. It's on film and recorded. Ladies and gentlemen, that damn artist is wearing sleeves.
It's got sleeves on.
Give him some sleeves.
They call those
Hey,
holsters.
scissors, let's rip those off.
Right, those aren't sleeves.
They
Those
call
are
those
holsters.
holsters.
It gets a little nippy here in Arizona once in a while, so.
I know, it's like, I think it's all like 74 right now or
I
something,
know.
Dave. Come on.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm a desert rat. Yeah.
Used to be cool, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, first year I got down here, I
That was
swam
the year
for
it was
2
cool.
years.
He passed it on,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I swam for 2 years straight, you know, all winter and everything. And people
Never
look
got
at
out.
me going, what the heck are you doing, you know? But now, like right now, this time of year, I look at that water and I'm like, hell no. Yeah, desert rat now. So I'm wearing sleeves. Damn it.
That damn artist.
Yeah.
Yep, got his holsters on tonight.
Yeah.
Good one, Dave.
Yeah,
And with energy is a true thing. That's what reminds me to have faith, and it also reminds me not to judge other people's faith or try to be too dogmatic, or say I'm right, because, man, energy is there. I can explain that a little bit when I turn the lights on.
Yeah, got to have both positive and negative in a way, It has to, the other side has to be there to some degree, because that's how we have lights. Positive versus negative, and then poof, there it is. Woof.
Balance.
Well, yeah, you're true. It's balance, right?
Yep, balance.
Balance.
Balance of dark and light in regard to even as simple as, okay, if I don't know that I enjoy lemonade, how do I know that I don't like said whatever, So the good and bad of things. Are you saving me again? Save
girls
me
at night.
again, man?
Now you have a voice.
Doctor, yeah.
We have a voice. Oh, wow. Good lead-in, right? Because I was going to talk about negativity. 'Cause the current events and stuff that amazed me, we pulled together and we did the Name of Honor video, and do you remember me talking about the essence of the dance and why it was important to me to bring your hearts into the room, into the group, into the dance? And, many different cultures and times are saying that there's a change of energy, if you will. And we talked about with Name of Honor being a time of female essence, somewhat schooling the male essence. Because men have been in charge forever, right? Men have ruled and made things and decided things. We all know the stories, right? And we see all the media happening, right? I was all happy about everybody wearing black on this huge media event, right? Because I wear black all the time. And it is for a reason. Because when I listened to the Johnny Cash song, and he did it, it was actually, a native guy that wrote that song, if you do your research. He did the song and talked about the man in black and about how it helped him remember the people in need, people in pain, the people hungry. And I watched, and I'm not going to give any celebrities plug until they share me, but there was a big event, and there was a lot of celebrities wearing black and talking about a change in things,
Well, look at the opposite side of what you're saying is right there. Look at he's like flipping everybody off.
There's Johnny himself.
There, yeah, that's the balance right there.
I felt it.
Yeah.
You did, huh? But with that, we just want to consider that banter with the show, too. We're playing music, and we're having fun. We have artwork, but all of it has an energy to it, like you said, and it's real, man. And for a long time, our world and people have been conned into or confused into not believing in energy, even though the lights are on. You get ridiculed if you believe in ghosts. That's ridiculous, right? Come on. You get ridiculed if you have a belief that you see and feel. Come on now. We're human beings, And as we change those forces, I was just amazed because I did this post and I was doing the description of Name of Honor, And then I sat there and I didn't really watch the whole show. I just watched segments of this media show, and seeing that all of these victims had a voice, more so than ever, was amazing to me. Because the show is produced and presented by Operation Peace Project. We're an outreach organization. We bring awareness. We want to definitely stop and I guess reach out and help the people that are wanting to take their own lives. Suicide prevention is something it's kind of edgy to talk about, if you will, until you are affected by it. And then you walk in that. And I believe that a lot of times those victims are affected by some of these issues that are coming out. Because if you're a professional and you have no choice, you have to get past this gatekeeper, and you've worked your whole life to become an actor or to become something, and this gatekeeper has the key to what you need, we all know how inappropriate it is for that gatekeeper to use that power like we've heard about. On a positive note, though, look at the awareness, because there's no more ridiculing, right? When a billionaire speaks out and says this stops now and starts putting money towards that, hopefully something will change, right? You've seen what Tesla did. I mentioned that. Like I said, I'm not going to plug the other celebrity. You already got her. If she shares me, man, I'll plug her all day. But excuse me, she didn't share me yet, so she's got enough. She's a
Why are you so damn plugging already, brother?
I've been plugging Clan-Destine live, right? Well, yeah. Is it time for me to plug my mouth? Another thing, I know there's people, and I'm a musician. Let's go back to playing music, I guess. The energy
Let's get some music
and the
going.
feeling. That's where it's real, right?
You can do
Do the intro.
We got wireless here. Well, we want to make sure it sounds good. You have the ability to communicate with us now, right? Oh, let's make sure Des has this mic here. Please, if you if you have a suggestion, you like what you hear, we want to make sure it's sounding good out there. So let us know. We have Tony on the sound, Anthony Wakeman. Thank you, Anthony, for making us sound good. Now, with all this history and these beautiful hearts in the room tonight, I wanted to do this song specifically because it was one of the first songs Dave and I jammed together. And I know Lady Crow remembers, when Apache Spirit was touring in the 70s, I was at your grandma's house. I remember her feeding us lunch and the band coming in and out, and obviously heavily inspired, right? So shout out to Midnight.
Yeah, for sure. Midnight.
Shout out to Apache Spirit.
Yep.
Mom and Dad.
That's
Right?
good.
They made it possible for me to believe this was real, man. That was my first rock star, Midnight.
I was
For
thinking
real.
about it. They've inspired quite a lot of people. They affected native music heftily, in a really, really good way. So it's really cool.
Sure.
It's a unique story. It's a really unique story.
Yep.
Let's go for it. Let's jam.
Okay.
Let's send out Blue Flute. Blue Flute goes out to the masses. Send it out in the energy.
wasn't sure because you were slowing me down and he was still jamming away. I was like, oh, which one do I listen to?
Cano's going in for the vocal. I'm like, let's do it.
Is it time? Is it time?
He's already called it out, man.
You already knocked over a mic stand.
That
It's
was
rocking,
mosh pit
man.
going on, man.
Rock and roll.
I was ready for the
Beautiful
mosh.
dancers doing their thing. You guys are beautiful.
Here we go.
Yeah, always mesmerizing.
Yeah, that's a cool addition.
These guitars in here.
I know, man. That was cool, man.
Somebody's calling my
Cutting some
name.
heads.
I know this boy.
Trying to warm up.
reminds
I
me of
can't
that
believe
video.
it's this
Every
cool
Saturday
here.
night.
For real. I'm trying to warm up. I can't believe it's this cool here. For real. Mittens.
Well, I'm drinking my
Yeah,
hot tea out of my
mittens.
princess
I got
cup,
one.
so I'm all right.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm just
Well, we're gonna roll to video. Clandestine Live. We've got an awesome crew, video and audio. Thank you, Alan. He's mixed some things together and some of the dates and some of the information we want to share. So we're gonna roll a pre-recorded video. Some of our special guests enjoy, and we'll be back live momentarily. Much love.
Introduction. My name is TSosie, again, founder of Walking the Healing Path, and Cano, I'm very, I feel very thankful to you and the organization, Clan-Destine, Operation Peace. You guys have always been there for us, and we really do appreciate that. I know a lot of us here define being better human beings, and that's what it takes. We do this not because we want a paycheck. We do this because we want to create positive change. We want to fulfill just a positive impact. And that's why I do what I do. For every walk, every time we walk through a community, every presentation that we give, I'm motivated. That audience, whoever's there listening, motivates me. Because they take our message back home, back to their families. And so, I always think about that. I always think about, what am I going to say at the end? What message am I going to bring this time? And so I always find it vital that I have something important to say. And most of the time, it's our life story. I come from an abusive family. My dad was in his younger years, my younger years, he was an abusive father. He brought alcohol into the family. And so unfortunately, with domestic violence, with alcohol abuse, substance abuse, all these ills that plague us, that's generational. It's a cycle. And so I am trying very hard just to give back, because I know what that's all about. I've lived it. I'm a survivor. And so I'm just trying to do my best to prevent that from happening. And that's all it's about. And with every step that I take, every walk that we do, that's what motivates me. And a lot of people ask me, how do you do that? How do you walk 160 miles? With this past walk, we did it through some heat, and so, we had 105 degrees at some times, and it was funny because we were watching the news at a hotel room, and they were saying, the heat advisory here in Phoenix, and they're saying nobody should be out hiking or doing any kind of stressful activity, and we would look at each other every day. Well, let's go do this. We got 15 miles to walk today.
How many days?
It took us 11 days to walk the 160 miles. But that's just one of 8 walks that we've done. My dad and I in total have walked over 2,000 miles to bring that awareness to communities throughout the Southwest. And I've also feel just very blessed because while on this journey, it has taken us elsewhere, to Alaska, to Atlanta, and so we are definitely blessed. And so with that, I always want to be able to give back. I always feel that I'm obligated to give back, especially for our kids. I have kids, and our kids deserve our best. That's it. Final. They deserve our best. And so when I'm out there, that is what I'm preaching, fellow parents, fellow dads. They deserve our best. They are looking to us to guide them. Where are we guiding them to? That is my message. And my hope, my prayer is that, you know, for my daughter especially, she's my baby. She's my motivation, my inspiration. She's my everything. She's why I do this work. And my hope is that one day, you know, domestic violence, all these ills that we're working to just eradicate, I hope one day, I hope to live to see all of that gone. I hope my daughter grows up in a loving home. I hope nobody ever hurts her. I hope my boys never hurt anybody. And that is what I am teaching all of my children. And they know that. And they know that they share their dad with the world. And I love that. You know, I love the fact that they know I'm doing something positive. You know, and that is what my reward is at the end of the day. Is that I can say, I did that. I did that for my kids. And I'm so very grateful for my dad, you know. I forgave my dad years ago when we started doing this work. And it's hard to forgive. But it's something that each of us has to do. We have to forgive in order to move forward in a positive manner. So I always talk about that as well. You know, whatever is hurting you, whatever is, if anybody's harmed you, anything has harmed you in your past, let that go. Forgive. Free yourself from that bondage.
It's the only relief from pain.
Yeah, that is the only relief. And so yeah, man, you know, I'm just very happy in my life right now. I wasn't always like this, and so, like I said, I can't say it enough. You know, I'm very blessed to be able to do what we do, reach the people that we reach, carry this message, and have him by my side. You know, I love my dad. He's been my support system since day one. You know, I just couldn't do it without him. I really couldn't. He's my rock when I need one. He's my motivation as well when we're out in those 105-degree temperatures. I just love this guy more than anything. So again, Cano, I thank you. I really do, because like I said, you've also been since day one. You've been right behind us, and we are so appreciative of your help and everything that you do for us. Thank you so much.
I remember at the end of that run, or at the end of your walk, when we sang, you know, and at the very end of it, man, there was 2 rainbows. Yeah. There rain.
Yeah.
And then there was 2 rainbows right there. That was pretty cool. Yeah.
That was awesome, and that just put the icing on the cake, man.
Yeah.
Those double rainbows, and they were bright too.
Yeah.
They were brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember that, and that's something I will always remember. You know, I always remember at the end of each of our walks, because something always special happens. You know, it's an amazing thing. And I think back, you know, of when we first started this, and we literally had our first walk. We had a handful of sponsors. I could count our sponsors on one hand, and that was in 2004.
Just like my friends.
Yeah. I mean,
Count them on one hand.
right? 2004, we walked here, and we didn't really have much sponsorship. And then when we walked to Denver, before we took our hiatus, man, we had over 150 partners, sponsors, and I just couldn't believe it. You know, I look back on what we've been through, and it's an amazing thing. And I wish everybody could feel that. I wish everybody could realize.
I felt it a little bit. You just said that we walked to Denver. We're in Phoenix too, in case you don't know. We're in Tempe. He just said, you know. But he where are you from now? You originate from
Window Rock, Arizona.
From Window Rock.
Yeah.
So think about that. Take a look at your map. You walked to Denver. They walked to Denver, right?
From Window Rock.
And it was for a cause, and I know they raised a lot of awareness, and they're waking people up with what they're doing. So.
And that's uphill too.
We actually called that one the Mile High Journey.
Yeah.
And, you know,
You guys did Wolf Creek Pass?
Yeah,
yeah,
really?
we walked Wolf Creek
Oh,
Pass.
2 days. I have to give you some. Yeah. Dang, man, that's awesome.
And we even did Bosque Redondo back to Chinle, which, of course, if you're familiar with Navajo history, that's a long walk. And I think for me, that was definitely our most spiritual, number one, and it taught me a lot because I didn't know much about my history. And I did that particular walk for our kids, man. At that time, they were just, and they still are, losing their culture, losing, where they come from, their language. And so I did that for them, for our kids, and for me, because I wanted to know that history. I wanted to know what my ancestors went through.
Did you start that walk in Canyon de Chelly?
I started it at Bosque at Fort Sumner, and we came back. And that one was a little over 300 miles, right under 400 miles. And the whole time, as I'm walking, I'm just thinking about our ancestors. I'm thinking about what they went through. I'm thinking about, man, right now I am among luxury. We had porta potties in the trailer, and we had water to drink, we had our shoes.
You're moonwalking.
Yeah. And all I could think about was, man, our ancestors, when they had to go home, they had no maps, they had no support vehicle, they had no food, they had no water, some of them no shoes, some of them dying along the way. And so it really humbled me, very much so. And I think for me that was one of my all-time favorite walks, was that walk, just because of the history and what it meant. And with that message for our kids, I want them to be proud of where they come from. I want them to understand what their ancestors went through. They went through a lot, not only so that we could survive, but thrive. And that's the message that they need to hear, and they need to hear it constantly. So yeah, like I said, these walks, they're just amazing. And each one of them is different. Each one of them is it teaches me something new every time.
Yeah.
Our longest walk was the circumference of the Navajo Nation, 700 miles. And that too, there's places that I've never been, even though I live on the Navajo Nation. And so there was so much beauty that we saw on that walk. Not just the scenery, but the people. Their generosity, the spirit of generosity, the spirit of giving, is alive and well. And we've been fortunate enough to see that and to witness that. So, yeah, man. I love my
Welcome
dad
back
was,
to Clandestine Live. Here we are, live on Facebook. Got my phone out here, and I'm going to remind you once again to like, follow, and share. I'm going to the Clandestine page here. I think you guys have fans watching, I hope, right? Family members?
Sure do, yeah.
Yeah. Give them a shout out, man. Tell them to share this thing. I mean, you can go on the Clandestine page. You can go to the Chris Kane Trio page, too, to see this link. Let's see here. Let me find it. At the Clandestine page. Let's see that. Let's see how fast my phone is. Here it is. Yeah. Are you feeling good tonight? I wonder how many viewers we have right now. Give me another shout out. I heard John Shaganabi was watching. He's razzing Dave across the airwaves. Man. Okay, here we go. I'm going to share our video now. No, really, I am. Have you checked out our Facebook page? Have you noticed the links? We also have Operation Peace Project. We have Silver Moon Productions. You can get different information. Go to Justin Crow's page. Give him some, give him a hard time or something. He's like the selfie king of the group. You'll love those pictures. I think he's the Instagram leader in this group. So, Instagram. So we're shared, liked, and followed on the Clandestine page. Don't forget to do that on yours. And give me a shout out. Last time we were offering a free T-shirt. Man, this is the first special guest, musical special guest at Clandestine Live, and I'm really proud to bring them here. As I said, there's a lot of history with this group. It was like Chris and I knew each other before we even met, Right, yeah. It was
that thing you're talking about good energy, good vibes, Yeah.
So when I was sitting and thinking, okay, all right, I know who the first guest has to be, all right, and I shouted out, and Chris, keeping it real, immediately wanted to come and share some music, send some of that energy. So I'm going to let them take over now, share their energy, share their flavor of music, some blues, some rocks, some Apache spirit energy, I'm sure, coming out of the heart, right? But ladies and gentlemen, Chris Kane Trio, give it up.
Southwest moon always goes down too soon. I only sing the blues under that southwest moon. I shoot my saddle on the sidewalk. It's someone I don't recognize. I'm afraid somebody might talk and tell the truth to all my lies. That Southwest moon always goes down too soon. I only sing the blues under that Southwest moon. Nothing is helping, nothing is healthy. Well, except the night. And I just can't help it. No, if it makes me feel more alive. That Southwest moon always goes down too soon. Only sing the blues under that sound, that Southwest moon. Yeah. Southwest moon, yeah, always goes down too soon. Only sing the blues under that Southwest moon. Yeah. Thank you so very much.
Man, that was amazing.
All right.
Right on. Thanks for being here. Right on, Rick.
That was an original. Tell them about that.
Yeah, it's called Southwest Moon. You can find it on YouTube. Just look up Southwest Moon.
Southwest Moon, Chris Kane Trio on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cool. YouTube, and don't forget to share. We're live on Clandestine Live, right? Share, like, and follow. Man, Chris Kane Trio out there making it right with music, out there in the trenches and the clubs doing what's real, you know, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. I watch your Facebook posts, man, and I live vicariously, and I relate with you a lot.
Yeah.
I know you're a real dude with a family, and you got to make ends meet, you know.
Yep,
and
sure.
man, I'm really proud of you because you're doing it with your guitar,
Thanks,
bro.
Oh, thank you.
You know, and I'm doing the left handshake,
right.
the crazy horse handshake because it's on the side of my heart, man.
All right.
That's
You know, so that's where our blood flows. And with that, you know, I got to do the other thing because she's living on Apache radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Crow, we got
Yes.
another celebrity in the house,
All right.
right? Yeah, she's like 4 times or 4 form of celebrity, I think, right? Recognized all over.
Oh,
right?
man.
Lady Crow.
I think about it, and I tell these guys I've been working with you guys and sharing stages with you all for such a long, long time. You and Dave, in particular, and Chris and I have been playing music about 11 years together, or something like that. We haven't found the number yet, but it's around that time. And him, like myself, he's grown up on stage, and I didn't have anybody put it into perspective for me until I heard him say one time when he was defending his right to be a musician, basically was saying that this is what I was born and raised to do. I don't know anything else. You know, this is what I do. And that's when I was like, oh, duh, you know, we've been doing this whole time. It's family. But yeah, you can tell them the
Our
story.
family's watching actually too. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Casey. Hello, Tony. I'll see you when I get home.
Right? Better be good. Right. So, with the new music and the new gigs and stuff coming out, I see you guys appearing all over the state. I know you did a little Southwest run too. You're going national as well. You know, I'm always happy to share the videos you're posting and, you know, see all the things you're doing. So
Yeah, we
it's really
appreciate
cool,
that.
man.
That's what makes all the difference is the word of mouth. That's the best advertisement, really, you know.
Right.
And we've been working hard all last year. We played all last year. And Rick joined in August. And since Rick joined, we just, the music's so much better. The audience it's just making a big difference, you know. And we just put our heart and soul out there, and then we get that good reaction, you know. So that's the best way I've seen it. So that's what I always do. I just always go 110, you know. That's all I can do, you know.
Right? Never apologize for that, man.
I think
all the way.
I know for myself, I always tell people that he blows me away every time I'm on stage with him. It's always something different. It's always something new. It's not a specific show. It's not all planned out, but there's always some gift in the midst of each night. And then now when Rick was added, it's the same thing. I'm like jamming with both of them. It's such a gift, the way we feel each other, the way everything grooves together. You know, it feels right in here, not only on the outside. It's really awesome. I would be interested to hear your opinion.
Right, Rick's
I've
the
been playing for a long time, and I don't think I've ever felt. Been playing around for a long time, and I've been in Phoenix for only about 7 years. But like he said, I joined them in about August. It just sort of happened on a Facebook fluke. I was looking for work because I was getting out to be a stay-home dad, and I just wanted to start playing gigs on the weekends. And Chris hit me up to go play a gig in El Paso, and since then it's just clicked, and I've never felt such a good energy between like a group of people as I do. Like when we play every night, it just feels spot on. You know, it feels great.
Plus, Chris makes everything easy. I mean, he does all the business for the band. He has all his own equipment. We show up and we set up and we have fun playing all night. You know, it's because the job is just so easy. It's as it should be, and that for me has been a gift, especially in this long career. It's like I've had to work, or be in charge. Over here, I just get to kick back, you know, and jam out, and it's been one of the best gifts ever.
We like take it really seriously, but like if somebody messes up, I just like Rhoda messes up, I just smile at her, you know. And it happens all the time.
Side eye.
Yeah.
Side.
right. I meant to do that. Just do it twice.
And then it's jazz.
Yeah, right. Then it's not a mistake, you know. So it's not a mistake. It's never a mistake, right?
Yeah, musicians have rules like that. Plus, you get to make your own rules, kind of.
Bend it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I know. That's what when I listen to the BTO song, right? Taking care of business, I always do that, right? And it's like I hope most people, I don't know that it's they don't realize it's tongue in cheek, right? It's easy as fishing. You can be as a musician, right? I believe it was tongue in cheek, like being a musician on the road. Shoot, that's the hardest job I've ever done. I've done some heavy labor stuff. I've done some clerical stuff, psychiatric work. When you're on tour and you're doing show to show and you're humping your gear, man, there's no job harder than that. You know, try it. because you gotta be on, like you said. When you're tired, how many mistakes are you gonna make before the smile goes to a frown? You know, like come on, you better be on cue, right? So
Especially when you're far away from home. You know, you're just like, I miss Arizona. Dang, I just want to get back to Arizona, you know.
right. Get in the sun and just like soak it up a little bit, you know.
That's what we said. Is it took a lot of balls. We really proved something to ourselves. I, in essence, am living vicariously through Chris because he's taking me into a place that I've always been curious about. But like playing the Phoenix scene or going on tour, those are things that I've been curious about. But my parents had already gone through that. They had already been through their prime. So I came at a year when it was like my turn to shine and let's see what else it adds to the band, you know. So from this end, I'm like, we were talking about it earlier, and I was like, dude, I'm in my declining years, you know. But at the same time, I know that this is never going to end. Like, what am I going to be like when I'm 60 behind the drum set, you know? There's going to be something else.
about.
I'll probably still be singing, but, you know, this has taken me to a different place, and I just get to kick back and enjoy it. It's really, that's the whole blessing of it.
Well, I know I enjoyed the song, and it's definitely an honor, man. And we're gonna episode 4, you know, to all directions, to all nations, and man, everybody involved with Clandestine Live has their heart in it. We're doing a good thing, playing music, arts, entertainment, and we want you to be entertained. We have a recap video that Alan Dendinger cut for us, put it together, some more visuals, some more content. Clandestine Live, producing Native American content. It's a very rare thing these days at this level, right? Native American rock and roll, blues, right on, from the heart. So check it out. We got that recap video. We're going to be here for a little bit longer. We're going Cano time on this show all the time. It's set for 60 minutes, but I think we go like 70 minutes or longer. So if you got a complaint, go ahead and complain because, man, that's a comment. And if you don't like me, say something about it, man. Howard Stern got really famous not being liked, man. So check us out on Clandestine Live. Like, follow, share. Check out that recap video. Are you feeling good tonight? Let's go live. Yes, Clandestine, CLAN/DESTINE.
Cannot be beat. What I say from the night here comes the day, shining beams of light cut through the darkest of night. Listen to your heart in the silence of the morning light.
All right, everyone, thanks for listening and tuning in to Clandestine Live. And we're back.
All right.
Clandestine Live.
I want to shout out real quick to the White Mountain Apache people,
Shout out.
my people, also to Colorado because our family is out there too, and then to everybody that supports us: Navajo Nation, Tohono O'odham, Salt River, Gila River. Oh my gosh, Hopi, Tewa, Havasupai, everybody out there, San Carlos Apache, all the bands of Apache. Hickory Apache, Yavapai Apache Nation, everybody out there. We absolutely love and adore your support. Thank you so much because it's what keeps us going.
I know, let's get real specific. Shout out to 7 Mile, Canyon Day.
White River, George.
That was a shout out.
And to our families who are patient with us on the road.
All right, well, you know, I was really getting into that groove. We just kind of had an impromptu reggae feeling, and I just want to groove on that a little bit, you know, and send that out into the air as we wrap up Clandestine Live. And, man, we really have enjoyed ourselves. Episode 4, you know, and, man, it's really cool.
I shouted out everybody, but I didn't shout out Res Roots. Res Roots, do this reggae groove for you.
Purpose.
Come back.
Follow your bliss. By finding your passion, it will lead you to your purpose. Aho.
All right.
Follow your bliss. Yeah, can you dig that?
Yes.
Man, big tie-in to Follow Your Bliss Media too, man. They're producing this streaming
Perfect
right now.
intro to the
That's
song.
why we look
That's
so
that's
cool.
what gets me in trouble, though.
This song is called.
Well, you know, there was a second part to that. Well, let me get the more. There's more information to that. I think there's more affirmations. Dave said there's more to that.
I did. That's what gets me in trouble.
Be grateful for the ones that you love and support you.
Oh, I like that.
I know.
Amen to that.
Did this to the drum, and it's talking to us now, man.
I feel like Moses about right now.
Be grateful. It's on channel 2, man. If you got a CV out there, you can check it out. I don't know. All I know is the show does tap on health and wellness. So if you have any more good words for us, I think, you know, Ashley's looking at me like she needs some help right now.
Sacred plant medicine can save us all.
Sacred plant medicine can save us all. That's what the energy says. Right?
I need some of that too.
One, two, three.
Yeah, sending out to the energy, to the sky.
praises, giving thanks and praises, give thanks and praises, giving thanks and praises, giving thanks and praises, giving thanks and praises. same. Even if your picture has changed, facts are always the same. Even if your picture has changed, in between and underneath, in between and underneath. Look deep inside and see what we will see. Look deep inside and see what we will see. Facts are always the same, even if the picture has changed. You're on Clan-Destine Live. Yo, it's a reggae groove. Can I get the bass? Give me the bass and the drums. Bass and the drums. Bass and the drums. Yeah. see what we will see underneath and in between. Through the clouds and in the trees, the facts are always the same. Even if the pictures have changed. Send this energy out with all those individuals sitting there in doubt. Maybe you're afraid to be free. Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to the Piccadilly Nation, to the Lakota Nation, to the Navajo Nation, to the Apache Nation. Yo, yo, yo. Keeping it real. Thanks for joining us on Clan-Destine Live. As I said, we're going Cano time tonight. That's when we want, that is. Feeling free, feeling the need for a groove. I want to thank Chris Kane Trio once again. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you for having us. Thank you,
Rhoda.
so much.
Man, keeping us in the groove. Man. Right that damn August in the house, giving us some melody.
All right. Found it. Oh, thank you. You guys did too. Thanks for having us.
William.
Yeah, man.
It's not about fame, it's not about power, it's love is our true name.
Are you feeling good tonight? Let's go live!
It's not about fame, it's not about power, it's love is our true name. And we go on playing, when will we make it right?
Chilly out here. Here I am with the ladies of Auric Medicine, trying to stay warm. It's the first of many blanket interviews with Clan-Destine Live. How you feeling tonight?
Warmer now. Warmer now. I'm feeling the body heat all around. It's nice and cozy.
Definitely in the holiday spirit. Feeling